everybody. Welcome to episode 116 of the Dumb Marks podcast. You got your triple threat edition here right now. Steve will be joining us shortly. Guys, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hang there. How's everybody's week been?
Long. It's always long. The work week is always long.
Getting closer and closer to the holiday season here.
Mm-hmm.
About a week away.
Yeah.
Today's our airing of the grievances part 2. So for all of you that celebrate Festivus is coming soon.
As soon as you jump on.
He's waiting for it each week. How you doing, Ty?
I'm wishbone.
What?
He said wishbone. That makes it even worse.
Ain't that the light skin one?
Yeah, it is. No, busy. I thought it was busy.
I'm busy.
Yeah. Well, the wishbone is the dark one.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now. So. We'll just keep it that way. You guys got anything for the intro today? Don, you got anything for gaming?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I have gaming and I have entertainment towards gaming and some anime. Start with gaming. Naughty Dog. Of course, it was hacked back in the past, and guess what? It got hacked again. So the hack this week showed that they are working on Factions 2, that they are almost complete with Factions 2, an Uncharted reboot game. So we're not sure if it's going to be rebooted or remake. They're not sure yet. And the biggest news that came out of it, they are in development, in development for The Last of Us Part 3. So the director, Neil Druckmann, he is actually taking this personal, full board, on-hands approach. He's directing Last of Us 3. He's doing everything for Last of Us 3. And this will be the last one in that trilogy for it. So very, very excited for that because those are one of my favorite franchises. Probably won't be out for another 6 to 7 years. It takes a while for The Last of Us to be developed. So it'll probably be at the end of the PS5 cycle normally.
By the time they release it, we'll completely forget that we had talked about this.
Yeah, because that's what they did with the first one, was at the end of the PS3 cycle. 2 was the end of the PS4 cycle. So it's just fitting for this last one to be at the end of the PS5 cycle. Also in gaming, Spider-Man 2, Insomniac said that will be releasing next fall sometime. So everybody's pointing to a September release.
So 2024.
Yeah, 2023. So
2024, it's going to get pushed back.
So very excited for that. Still up in the air about co-op play. That's what everybody is. That's the big thing about it. Are you going to be co-op or aren't you going to be co-op? Because you get to be Miles and Spider-Man in the game, and you're facing Venom and Kraven the Hunter in it.
This one's for you, Dom.
Yeah, let's hope they tweak some of this story. Also, to the PS5. Remember a couple months ago, I said they're going through a revision of the system itself with a detachable Blu-ray player. That is actually a go. Developers already got their hands on some of the demo kits for that system, and they are saying that the design is flawless. So they said it's going to make it easier to produce for it, so they can kick out more. They said it's supposed to come out sometime midsummer next year.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not sure because we didn't see any of the designs yet or the dev kits. Is it going to be like a snap-on Blu-ray player, or is it just going to be a regular Blu-ray player and you just get a cord hooked up to it? So the main systems are going to be all digital, but if you have a physical copy game or something, you're going to have to buy the detachable, Blu-ray disc drive.
Are they planning on? Have they said are they going to plan on selling it as a system, or you buy the digital only one and then you buy the Blu-ray disc?
They didn't say that, but knowing Sony, there'll probably be the digital system, and you got to buy that separately. Yeah. Knowing them now, so yeah.
Both of those will be hard to find.
Yes, everything will be hard to find. Mm-hmm.
It's sad because it seems like the original PlayStation 2 and 3 and 4 were so much easier to get than the PlayStation 5. just like you'd think that I get, shit happen that they can't control, but you'd think by now it would be so much easier to produce these things than what it was back in the day.
They said, I know our store doesn't do it, but they said some stores started selling the PS5 in store.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's all you had to sell? I think you got off easy, Ty.
Yeah. So next thing, gaming that is crossing over into entertainment. So after the success of God of War Ragnarok, it was announced that Amazon is going to make God of War a TV series. They said they greenlit that. Not sure if it's going to be the Greek arc or the Norse arc, depending on the split of the games. We'll see. They just greenlit it. So there's nothing producer-wise, director, script, like anything is ready. They just said Amazon greenlit the project. So that's all we're getting from that.
I think that's all the time we have for today.
And then 2 anime things. Also this week, Demon Slayer, they put out that they are returning with their Swordsmith Village arc in April 2023. So very excited about season 3 to come out for it. Can't wait. I will be there. They're also doing a worldwide tour where you can watch it in theaters before the actual season comes out. You get to see the last 2 episodes of last season and the first of this new season in theaters. So.
There you go. He's ready for it.
No,
he's not doing anything.
We don't see any more legends on screen. I don't care what is it, big screen, small screen. I'm tired of seeing them. No more legends. And then the final thing I have on anime, Attack on Titan convention happened a couple weeks ago too. So everybody was expecting a release date, a trailer. They just came out and they gave you a new poster and they said it'll be out sometime next year. That was it. And everybody was pissed off about it. So I think pissing off anime fans are worse than pissing off wrestling fans and gaming fans. It was like, if they want a trailer, you better produce a trailer. If you want a release date, you better produce a release date.
It seems like, it's probably all the same fans: wrestling fans, gaming fans, anime fans, MCU fans. It's all the same group, and like they're all bloodthirsty for the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's all I had in my entertainment world. A lot of stuff this week.
Oh. Well, yeah, you did have a lot of stuff this week.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you got anything for the intro?
Yeah. Okay. We're in the retail world, and I'm officially in fuck them kids modes.
It is airing of the grievances.
Yeah, all of us are. If you didn't get your shit by now, that's on you. We didn't ruin your kid's Christmas. You did. I will gladly tell you no, we ain't got shit, even if we got it, just so your kid has a terrible Christmas.
No, I say that all the time.
I'm officially in Grinch mode.
I say that all the time. On our little devices, say that there's like 16 on hand. No, we don't have anything.
Fucking kids.
I don't think you're saying fuck the kids. I think you're saying fuck the parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So was there something, you guys being in retail, was there like an it toy this year? Like I didn't hear of anything really.
Not this year.
There was the Target shopping cart that people were losing their minds about.
But then you get it in. It's like they want it 3 months ahead. Then you get it in. Nobody wants it.
Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
we had that, and last year's biggest toy was that Magic Mixie thing. So they came out with like a revision version of it this year. Not selling at all.
No one gave a shit.
Not for $85.
What was it?
Who the hell? I don't know what it does.
It was a small cauldron, and you put in some stuff to make fog, and then a little button hit, and a doll popped out of it.
So witchcraft.
So everybody wanted this thing, and last year everybody wanted this thing. This was the hot toy. As soon as we got it back in, a month after Christmas, nobody wanted it anymore. So then the company put out like a revision thing, and it's like what is it? A little spellkeeper's ball or something. Like a fortune teller's like bulb, the same, like the same thing, just a little twist on it.
Witchcraft.
Yeah. And now this thing's been out and it's not going off the shelf at all. I mean, we're getting like hundreds in and it's not going anywhere.
If it ain't shit the nerd collectors want, it ain't hot no more. I eat your Hot Wheels, your wrestling figures.
Hot Wheels and wrestling figures are big. We ain't getting that new wrestling figures in because they won't buy the old stuff, so we don't get the new stuff.
We still got Scorpio Sky if you want one.
No, so that's where he's been at.
How many are on the shelf of that? Is that all you have? Is just Scorpio Sky?
No, we're out of Scorpio Sky, but that's
now we got a bunch of Lance Archers, we got a bunch of Dark Orders,
Those ain't going anywhere.
Like Evil Uno?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like the Dark Order that nobody wants.
Yeah. Yeah, so like once that shit goes in, we'll get more stuff in. But no.
They don't know the game. Yeah, so whatever.
So it's like, is the PS5 or Xbox still like, would that be like the it item still this year?
Say it's the PS5.
PS5, yeah.
You can get the Xboxes on the shelf.
Okay.
The Series S's are back in from Black Friday.
Yeah.
So they're there. I just saw one Series X like recently, and that's gone now.
Okay.
Now the kids
but there's no good games out for either system. So, I mean, God of War, maybe Elden Ring, but everything else is just whatever.
Like I remember growing up, like there was always something like Tickle Me Elmo was like the big thing for a while. Like it seemed like every year there was a hot toy. Just I don't know if, and I know like for a few years ago there were some of those, but it just seems like the older that I get, I don't know if it's because I don't have kids and I'm not worried about it, or if there just isn't that hot item.
Like
it
you don't have to deal with it. So
you don't have to deal with this A1.
Okay.
We have to deal with it because
honestly, this year there was nothing.
Yeah,
nothing really.
Magic Mixie was last year.
If it was anything, it was stuff collectors wanted, like the Target shopping carts. People wanted to flip that. That's it.
That's all everybody wants to know.
Nothing the kids really want this year.
Because kids want everything. So
page 1 through 357 of the catalog.
Are there still catalogs out there? So they still make them?
Yeah.
Okay. That was always for us, the Toys R Us catalog, or some people even did the Sears catalog for the toy section,
We did JCPenney's.
Hills, I think they did one every year too.
Amazon has one also.
Yeah.
We used to have to write a book report on that shit. Take the contents and everything.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Happy Festivus, bitches.
We're talking about what the holiday items are for retail this year. So was there something that your kids definitely wanted for Christmas this year?
No, my kids are past that age.
Apple products.
Yeah, so like it's gift card, shoes,
easier stuff.
Easier stuff. Like the excitement and wonderment that is Christmas for children has officially gone in my household. But my daughter still she has Christmas Eve and Christmas morning planned out, which she's excited about. So that gives me a little bit of hope and joy this time of year that she's still excited. So she got movies lined up for us to watch and what we're going to do. So that's a little bit. It's a little bit better, but yeah, we don't have kids, man. There is nothing better than that time. I'd say probably about like 3, 4 to like 7, 8. That little run there. Yeah.
No, I just had to watch my nephew decorate the Christmas tree. and the extra prize. Like 30 ornaments on one branch. And it was like, this blue one goes here. I hate decorating ornaments.
All right, you just let them. You just let them
Topples over. Too heavy.
Wow.
That's whenever you just let them. That's whenever you just let them go, and then later on that night when they're in bed, you go down and just move the ornaments around. Yeah, that's how you heal that.
The elf on the shelf decorated.
It's an elf on the shelf.
So I do apologize for my tardiness here today.
You know some area of the grievances from this morning?
Some shit came up. Literally was dealing with some plumbing issues at the house.
Again, like the same thing again or different?
No, different.
Okay.
But yeah, literally took me like an hour and 10 minutes to get it fixed. So, which just I woke up this morning nice and early, took the dogs to the groomers, ran down to Penn Mac, nice little Italian spot down the strip district here in Pittsburgh. Picked up my soup meatballs for wedding soup and got some other stuff there. Tremendous spot, but you better get there early because by the time we got down there, it was insane.
I bet it was.
Yeah, you'd have thought they were handing out like free Steelers Super Bowl tickets with the amount of people that were in there, getting all their meats and everything for Christmas. But yeah, man, good start to the morning. Got a little coffee with the wife, little us time in the morning, and then came home and went to hell in a handbasket. So we're back at it again. Lovely time of year. It is what it is. But hey, we're here. We're potting. We're good. There's some grievances, but the show won't be all negative. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I did something for the first time in my life last night that I thought I would never be able to do. Okay. And I sent it over in the group chat, a little photo. But I got to drink Pappy Van Winkle last night. 15
For people that might not be drinkers, explain
Pappy
that.
Van Winkle.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Pappy, it's like a unicorn. It's extremely rare, extremely expensive. You have to they do a lottery once a year, and only put out a certain number of bottles. So it's harder to get Pappy than like some Jordan Dunks or Dior's or anything else sneakerhead wise. Like take the biggest sneaker head in the world and the holy grail of sneakers, whatever shoe that is, and then times it by about 5, and that's what Pappy Van Winkle is. So yeah, it was something that I never thought I'd be able to do. I enjoyed it very much, and now I realize that I need to be on like Mark Cuban, Jeff Bezos type money in order to feed my Pappy addiction. But
you had a taste of the finer thing.
Yeah.
So how did you get Willy Wonka's golden ticket?
So, well, before not everything that is expensive is good, right? Okay, some things are just expensive to be expensive, and it's like, all right, this though, like all the hype surrounding it was very, very, very well worth it. I was at a spot. I'm not going to name the spot because I want to keep it private, so a mad dash of people don't go there to drink all the Pappy. But no, I was at a local spot. I'll tell you offline. But local spot, and they have a nice little cigar study area underneath the establishment.
Easy.
Poker tables, chessboards, some billiards, nice couches, whole back wall humidifier with cigars, bookshelves. When you slide the bookshelves back, it's just the rows of scotch, whiskey, tequila. They had all the finest things there. So yeah, it was blessed enough to have some, and it was an experience that I'm glad I can say I actually got to do.
You never leave home without a Ziploc bag, man. You could have brought some leftovers for your boys. New drink of the week, but no. Here we go.
He wanted that for himself.
No. We'll go. It'll be a private drink of the week, and we can review it afterwards. So yeah, maybe I'll be nice and treat you fellas. But yeah, well worth it. Well worth it. So good night last night, great morning this morning, and then shit. So now we're here. Let's get into it. Did you guys start off by drinking the port wine?
Well, we were saving that for you after
We're
your
put you.
Man.
Shall
I'm
we
not
get into
drinking that shit.
Why not?
It's cooking wine. You cook with port. You don't drink port. I brought that bottle home. Who has the bottle? Hold up the bottle, Jason. Hold it up. Hold it up. This is what Jason brought us. He literally brought us a bottle of port wine and said, "Hey, this is our drink of the week this week." And I walked in the door, and my wife was like, "What are you doing with that?" I'm like, "What do you mean? This is Jason's drink of the week." She goes, "You're not drinking that." I'm like, "Why not?" She goes, "That's cooking wine. You just cook with that. You don't drink that."
You can drink port wine.
She's like, I've only cooked with it. I've never drank it.
Wine.
Yeah, dessert wine, my ass. They say that on the label. Unless you're making creme brulee or flan, I'm not drinking port wine. Okay, I don't even know if it's involved in any of those desserts. But I'm not partaking in that drink of the week. So I'm giving you a -5 because you gave us cooking wine to drink for drink of the week.
Look,
right?
This has a stranglehold in the black community right now. So
why?
We give it a shot.
Taekwon, is that true? Do you drink port wine? I need another brother to weigh in on this because Donald has no idea. He's never heard of that before.
No, I never did. My sister heard of it before I did. She was like, "What's this?"
A hoodie, and all of a sudden his card is like times 1,000. He got extra life.
I'm in these streets.
Yeah, you're in these streets with a bottle of port wine. What's the question? Is port wine the wine of choice in the black community?
You bought me a defective bottle. It's not even twisted off. It's just going around and around and around.
You got to catch the groove.
So we're drinking it now?
Yeah. I'm trying.
I'm not partaking in that. You're -5. See, exactly. If this was Family Feud and you pulled 100 black people, port wine would not be up there on the top 5 answers on the board.
We picked the wrong day to do this shit. Why you pouring this slow, man?
Not drinking that. That's some light skin. Donald even got a fancy little glass for it. Chris is still struggling with that cap.
Well, all it does is keep turning around and around like it ain't open at all.
Ooh, shit.
Well, I guess I ain't drinking port wine.
You still got a straw. What size glass you got?
Going big, bro.
He got that Bobby juice glass.
Somebody screenshot that. It's gonna be our new logo for 2023.
I was gonna say, there's his Christmas card right there.
About halfway through the show, if you catch me singles in the bottle, just drop me out because your boy's in his feelings.
That's a very good Christmas card.
Yeah, that was a shit because I'm not a wine drinker, so this is like new to me. So,
You're not a wine drinker. This is not the wine to start on.
No, I'm not a wine drinker at all.
This is not the wine to start on.
Man, I need a blue moon.
I can't take him seriously. Look at him.
Like this the whole show, dog. I'm just being.
Thank you. Thank you. No, here we got Dave. We got somebody on your side, Jason.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Thank you.
We don't need you supporting him, Dave. Okay, let's keep this support Jason comments out of the thread. This guy's all right. What do we got into? What are we getting into? Let's get into. We're already 25 minutes into this. I can't take this seriously. Like, do we even have stuff to go into the intro for? Or are we just gonna get into bell to bell? Okay. All right. Well, then let's hit bell to bell. As I said, my morning got all screwed up. So where I wanted to go, what I wanted to talk about, I don't even have my phone with my list on it. Like I am just down here to hop on the pod and get it going. So we're airing grievances. Although I'm not so much going to air grievances. Maybe I'll do compliment sandwiches today. How about that? Little for you Family Guy fans out there, little compliment sandwiches today. Okay, not going to be extremely negative. I'm going to add some negativity in there, but I'm going to sandwich it with some nice
That's
stuff.
why I bought the fucking port wine.
Already getting loud.
Air your grievance. Go ahead. What do you got?
It's 11:28. Let's see how long the compliment sandwich lasts until it turns into all grievances.
I got a grievance right off the bat, and this is no compliment sandwich. Jay, your take from last week with the Usos being the best tag team in the world and rightful place at number one, you're still full of shit.
You still on that?
Okay.
Yeah, new things, man.
I watched the match from last week.
I'm on the new things.
FTR and the Briscoes went out there last week. Final battle, third match of the trilogy, arguably the best one.
Everyone's
one of the best dog collar matches.
Everyone's the best one. Keep on singing the praise.
And your take is full of shit. Okay.
Bringing up old shit.
Yeah.
I told Dave on Tuesday night whenever I joined his show, in my opinion, shout out again. Thanks, Dave, for having me on. Go over YouTube, check that out. Good conversation. We got into a lot of good stuff. I left him flabbergasted a couple times. He didn't have much to say on certain points, so I felt like I showed out, and did my job representing this show on another podcast. All right, but I'm not. There's no way I'm gonna take you seriously with that take from last week. So, not doing it.
Don't say that, Dave. Don't give him any. Don't give him any credit.
No, you'd never admit
tape. Tape don't lie. Ball don't lie. Okay, ball don't lie. I went out there, handled my business. Okay,
which has been deleted.
Don't call me to pull up to the spot because I'm pulling up and showing out. Okay, all right.
Don't just.
So that's my grievance. That's my grievance. I'm gonna be nice compliment sandwich guy the rest of the way, but that's my grievance. Donald, you got the rose-colored glasses on right now. What do we got?
Yeah, and
it's that port wine kicking in.
Yeah, this is that. I'm not a wine drinker. I didn't eat much today, so I don't know. The red flag.
Are we gonna make it through the show? Like, who's gonna fall off first?
Jason. Absolutely, Jason. If he's really sipping at that drink, he's falling off real quick.
I'll give you minus 120 odds on FanDuel right now. Jason falls out before the end of the show.
My grievance is just AEW, just be better. That's it. I mean, it's not tough, but just give me something a little better. Go back to what you did last year. Me and you will be fine. I'll look over everything you did the last 8 months.
No, Dave, that's not a microphone. That's
a microphone. No,
that's it. Just be better. That's all I want for you.
That's my grievance for everybody. 2022 sucked for wrestling. This was a horrible year overall.
Everybody needs to be better for me. It's getting better for me.
It's I can't agree with you there.
AEW has been better the past couple of weeks. I've enjoyed it a little bit more.
It's trending up for me.
Yeah. Overall, though, not a good year in wrestling.
And they were doing good until they hitched their wagon to Mr. Phil.
In what sense was 2022 not a great year in pro wrestling?
Very little entertained me in WWE. Very little. Like on a consistent basis that made me actually want to tune in live to watch anything. Same with AEW. AEW used to be a must-watch live for me every week. That's turned into, okay, if I DVR it, I'll watch it. Like I said, the past couple weeks have been getting a little bit better, but there is not one show on wrestling this year that has made me consistently want to watch it live each and every week. Everything in pro wrestling this year basically made me say, it can go to the DVR whenever I catch it, I catch it.
And neither one was equally as entertaining as the other. Like they weren't going stride for stride. Like you had the beginning when AEW was at its peak, and Vince was still in charge. And you had Trips take over, and then WWE was at the peak, and AEW was on the downslide. Now they're just like coasting along towards the end. So I want it to be like where you must see both. You want to, it's not head to head switching channels, but you want to tune in each week for everything.
So what has to change for you guys to make it feel that way? Because like what I'm getting is you want it to be, and like you said, Jay, it's not switch the channels each week because they're not on the same time at the same night. But it sounds to me like you want it to be Monday Night War-esque as far as excitement and must-see TV each and every single week. So what has to change from AEW, WWE, now ROH coming up? Like, what has to change in order for you to want to tune in every single week with that excitement level of like, oh shit, 8 o'clock, I better have the TV on because I don't know what's going to happen?
Give me a reason to tune in. Like I said, the past few weeks, for a while now with AEW, and we've talked about it, they've just been like they've had good matches on TV, but it's just been matches. You know, there hasn't been. We talked that there hasn't been the storyline there. I do think the past couple weeks has shown improvement. We'll see how that goes in 2023. If that continues to build upon, but give me a reason to want to tune in the following week. If you're just in AEW, if you're just giving me the matches just to give me the matches, that doesn't make me say, oh, I got to tune back in next week to see the continuation of this or to see what happens next. It's just a good card, like I said, that I can put on the DVR and just watch later.
That's like for in WWE for me.
That's a good one, Dave. That was something interesting this week.
Like WWE, like we said last week, especially with the Bray stuff. Like I'm okay with the story stuff, but progress the story. Like let's get into it. You've been talking since you've been back. Do something.
How long is Bray returned at Extreme Rules, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was in what, October?
Yep.
We're now the end of December, and my man hasn't wrestled once.
Yes, he's still talking. Like I said, I like storylines and that stuff, but storylines have to lead to action sometimes. Like it has to lead to action. It's not leading to anything.
Nothing progressed there last night. So you brought out Uncle Howdy. What progressed with the story? It was still almost the same thing.
You just bought somebody out. That's it.
Well, I mean, the story progressed because it was showing that it wasn't Bray that kidnapped and attacked LA Knight.
It's just another chapter.
It's the progression in the story.
Yeah.
It didn't elevate it anywhere for me last night.
I'm just giving you the progression of the story.
Yeah,
like, I'm not saying good or bad, but you said that it didn't progress, but that was the progression.
For me, it didn't progress though. You know, if you think that is a progression on your end, cool. But for me, the story, we're still in like chapter 1, almost.
I think we're more than chapter 1. It's just I'm not getting anything else from it. Just a talk. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Howdy coming out last night progressed it another chapter.
Right. No.
I can't.
I like.
For me, it's at least sounding spot on LA Knight.
Yes.
Because even though he's the heel in the thing, the crowd is still like, you know, with him. Not with him, but participating in his storyline, you know. Like he can still command the crowd. I was expecting that from his call up from NXT.
Is that sarcasm or is that real?
Yeah, WWE just got to give me something other than the Bloodline story. I mean, yes, she did the Becky stare off with Rhea and the whole thing with Rhea and Dominic going, which I like. The stuff with Lashley, Theory, and Seth, I like. But after that, there is nothing else. Storylines that I care about.
But does that make you want to tune in for it, or is it more like, okay, if I watch that segment, I'll watch it whenever I watch it?
It's basically I watch it when I watch it. That's how I am with wrestling anyways. I DVR everything and I just watch when I watch. I don't watch anything live anymore. It's been a while since I watched stuff live, except pay-per-views.
I will say before we get into this, they brought up Action Andretti from Wednesday night. This will tie into what I'm going to say, and then we can touch on that. But after talking to Dave on Tuesday, and hearing his side of the coin, and what we've talked about on how to view AEW on a weekly basis, with the alternative that they are giving us, if we choose to accept it and not want it to be something else, but just watch it through the lenses of what it actually is. I enjoyed Dynamite on Wednesday night a whole lot more than I have in the past couple weeks.
Mhm.
And that may had to do with Action and Andretti. I thought they was smart by putting the Bucks, the Elite versus that triangle to open the show, get the crowd hype. Even though to me, the matches are still the same. They gave me a little bit with the injury angle. What I didn't like was them running down the rest of the stipulations for the remaining matches during Starks and MJF. I thought that was a disservice to Starks and MJF in the main event, that you're talking about a best of 7 series that happened at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that made no sense to run it down that way. You could have put up a graphic like you normally do for everything else. But from start to finish, Wednesday night, minus the things that I brought up as far as formatting is still the same, 9:20 women's match. I enjoyed the show more than I have.
Did it feel like the words coming to you?
That could have been because of you had the opener was hot.
Mm-hmm.
They built up the main event throughout the night, made it feel like a big time boxing main event where you got backstage interview, you got backstage workout, whatever, so they steadily built that all night long, which was a great thread to have during the show. You had the shock and surprise of Jericho in action.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho teed that up well with the promo that he cut beforehand. They went out there, had the match, 1, 2, 3 kid, Razor Ramon, shock. And then Jericho sold it afterwards by flipping out backstage. So, I mean, I got no complaints about Wednesday night. Hey, Dave, what I told you on your show, like, listen, you put it out there in a certain way, and based off of our conversation, plus, like I said, what I brought up with Conrad and Jeff Jarrett we're talking about a couple weeks ago, if you view it for what it is and don't want it to be something else, and let it be the alternative that it actually is right now, which is just having great matches.
So it's a weekly indie show, like we called it before, earlier in the year.
You'll get a storyline woven in there every now and again. I mean, there are some other stuff going on right now. I thought they did a good job between Wednesday and Friday tying stuff together and then adding some additional storyline last night on Rampage. So, like, the week for me in AEW was fine. A couple things I didn't like, grievance-wise.
That hasn't progressed anywhere. And in a way, I'm glad it hasn't progressed anywhere, because that last segment was awful with them.
Fast forward.
But, like, some things I didn't like Wednesday night, just because this is Festivus II and we're airing grievances. How do you say that you're not going to present ROH on AEW anymore? But then you have Brian Cage out there who just lost to Jungle Boy after he won the ROH 6-man trios, 3-person tag team, whatever they call it, titles on Saturday. Like, you could have had anybody else go out there, but you chose to put Cage out there. And he lost again.
And that's how you write him off AEW TV.
Yep.
But I can't take him or his team seriously because you just beat a champion 4 days after he wins the belt to call out Big Bill.
Hey, God. Man.
Oh.
I don't know who okayed that.
So let me go from Luchasaurus to Big Bill. Can Jungle Boy only wrestle people that are 7 feet tall?
I'm saying next.
Big Bill. Fuck out of here.
I mean, it's like I see what you're trying to do, but they're bums. Not bums, but
Jobbers.
They're nobody that progresses him. It's like people you expect him to be.
And I'm extremely disappointed because Morrissey's run in Impact was great. I know you guys don't watch Impact, but
That's what I heard. I heard it was good.
It was great.
I heard
he showed he could actually work. He had really good matches, really good storylines. Like
revamped his whole character, so you don't even see him like Kaz anymore.
And then he comes over hot with some fire behind him, and you put him with Stokely and the boys, and now change his name to Big Bill, and I can care less about him.
Yep. And there you go.
Because much like a lot of people, his story just hasn't mattered. Like they haven't done anything. They haven't put him like in a real story. Just the occasional pop up on TV, and
because the VP's matches are more important. The Hogan matches are more important.
And you still got what, 3 weeks of those?
Yeah.
Well, I was not looking forward to Moxley and Sammy because it was another JAS BCC match, but
that said that they were over with. On Dynamite, they said it's over. But yet they fight on Rampage.
That is a highlight of 2022, Dave, is how WoW is progressing. Third highest viewership in professional wrestling right now.
You think Tessa's kicking herself right now?
I don't think Tessa gives a shit about a lot of stuff right now.
But I mean, she could be the face of that organization.
She could have been.
So I mean,
I think I hear that their viewership rises each week. It's not even like it fluctuates. It's been growing each and every week.
It was good.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
That is good for them.
So what are they doing differently than what AEW or even Raw and SmackDown nowadays to where viewership is dipping? Is it just because it's an hour show?
Could be that. It's in more homes. You know,
yeah.
You'll find a way to correlate.
I'll give the missus credit. I prefer the missus over the mister in that relationship.
Yeah.
But
it's
because it's fresh. Like they say women can't draw. That's
proving wrong.
That's why WWE hasn't gone back to an all women's pay-per-view. But Mickey's NWA all women's pay-per-view was very successful, sold out, had good buy rate, great matches on it. Impact has done it before.
Didn't Billy Corgan say the same thing for NWA, that it didn't buy, and that's why they didn't do another Empower this year?
Well, that's what he said publicly, but I think behind the scenes there was other stuff that he said, because you listen to anybody that was on that show talk about that show, it's the complete opposite of what he said. So, I mean, go figure. If you sell out, you know, that was a 2-night event. The first night they sold out with the all women's pay-per-view. Like, I can't go off of what Billy Corgan says anymore. After what he said recently in the last 6 weeks, like,
yeah, I don't think he ever made. I don't think it's public knowledge what the buys were, so it's hard to say, you know, what they really did. But
and plus, with the Wild Women, you said it's in more households now. It's fresh, something different.
Fresh. You don't need cable to watch it, so kind of like SmackDown on Fox. It's in almost every home.
Yeah, but it's not on at like. It's on at 11. It's on at 11.
It's not the same time everywhere. It depends on your market. So some markets it's in better times than what it is here in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So each syndicated station can put it on whatever time they want to put it on.
It's like how Ring of Honor was.
Exactly. And some markets have more replays of it than what another market might have. Maybe one market does it just once. I think Pittsburgh, we get 2 airings of it, one on Saturday, one on Sunday.
Since we're on women in wrestling right now, thoughts on the Mandy Rose situation? Released based off of her fan time account.
I spent my weekend putting respect on her name.
You missed it, Ty.
It's past Tuesday.
Yeah, last Tuesday. Go over to his YouTube channel, watch it. It's great conversation. Good job. Got into a lot of stuff. Like I said, I handled my business, left him speechless. So ball don't lie. Mandy.
I'm disappointed, but I see it. I mean, I can see why you did it.
Yeah, definitely disappointed. But hey, if it's in the contract, it's in the contract.
Yeah, I
Do we
guess
even know it's in the contract?
yeah. There's a whole lot of conversation that we don't know about.
Yeah.
You know, whether it happened or didn't happen.
And you know, room depending on what you buy into, what's been put out there. But
I keep seeing conflicting stuff constantly.
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, I saw Matt Bloom got wind of it, took it to HBK, and they immediately made the call to get the belt off her and cut ties.
I've seen stuff with Mattel. I've seen just a bunch of random stuff. So I don't know what to believe, and hopefully they can work something out where she actually comes back.
I've seen.
I mean,
say
this
that
ultimately
they gave her an ultimatum. Then I saw other people say they didn't give her an ultimatum. They just fired her. You know, it's like.
But ultimately, is she at fault, or is it the person that leaked everything at fault?
I hate the person. My iron screw goes to the person who leaked it. No, she's at fault.
But she's on a private subscription paywall.
Yeah.
That has, you know, certain restrictions behind it for you to even be able to get on there. So, you know, these weren't like, it's not like the China situation where you just type in her name and all this stuff pops up on Google, like where 7-year-old Sammy is in his bedroom and he, you know, like, I get the difference, but like, I don't know, man. You sexualize women's wrestlers for how many years? Hell, even last year there was the Ember Moon comments in her interview about them coming to the female talent in NXT. Like, you guys got to be more sexy like Mandy.
Yeah,
but I think it's how far she went. Like, there's people on the roster now still with OnlyFans, but it's just like an extension of their Instagram.
Okay.
So instead of posting like the
so is it a matter of WWE wasn't able to get their cut of this?
I think it's a matter of the content that she was putting out.
But was the content really that bad?
It was getting to the point where you see it trending towards
other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of there was a couple of pictures. Not that I thought they were bad, but it definitely surprised me, some of the content that she was putting out there.
Yeah, I think if WWE was getting a cut of that money, this all would have been.
I mean, I don't think she was. It's not like she was putting stuff out there that was going to be nominated at the AVN Awards.
No,
I mean, it can be nominated for Cinemax Award.
Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing, but you look at
I think probably still, yeah.
What's her face? Casey and Caden. Like, you see what she wears to the ring.
Yeah. Nikita.
That's different than bumping genitals. That's different than bumping genitals in the shower.
True.
I mean,
that's no different than wearing a bikini.
It's just
true to your perspective, but how about that parent that's letting the kid watch? You know, what did they think?
Is that her? Is Mandy Rose her real name, or is?
I think Sax is a real name.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Sax, but I didn't think it wasn't. It was Mandy Rose Sax though. Like, she wasn't. I mean, I get. I don't know, man. Like, I just think. Yeah, I mean, you can see both sides of the coin from the company business wise, in that you know, can also see her side of it where it's like, all right, well, yeah, I'm having this great run and I'm champ and everything else, but like, it's a lucrative business.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's people out there making 20 G's a month for pictures of their feet.
That's the
So,
rumor
like,
that she was supposedly making more on this than what she was in NXT. I don't know. I think if she was on a developmental contract, that's a disservice to her because she was on the main roster.
That goes for as long as you're hot. Once you fall off,
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
And this hasn't been like she's had this for a couple years, right? Like this is fairly new this year.
no, she's had this for a couple years.
Oh, she has? Okay.
I think she's just going more explicit.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna begrudge her or talk down on her for what she did.
No.
She had a hell of a run as champion. Was one of the only women bright spots in NXT for a while.
Possibly in wrestling all year long, consistently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think her run got the adulation that it deserved.
Yeah, no.
Because it was just the Mandy hate with the she can't wrestle, blah 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 blah. Like that character, the way she performed and how she did her business in the ring bell to bell this entire time, spot on. Like there was nothing I would have changed about anything that she said or did during this entire run with the belt.
I think, unfortunately for Mandy, sometimes she just got compared too much to Eva Marie from like diehard wrestling fans that she couldn't wrestle, and you can't compare her to Eva Marie because Mandy was so much better in the ring than what Eva was, and NXT proved it. I thought that was the best thing for her, like rebranding her character, was what they did with her in NXT, and she could really go anywhere. I saw Tommy Dreamer say on Busted Open this week, if she goes to AEW, great, but if AEW doesn't want her or she doesn't want to go to AEW, he wants to talk to her about Impact. So I think there's going to be people going to go after.
There's options.
Well, do you think that plays a factor? Do you think anybody else wants that baggage?
Well, it depends. It depends on what you're doing. Like AEW may not want that, but I can guarantee you, Impact.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Paige Van
You want to talk? Dave and I talked about Impact on the show on Tuesday, and their viewers at like 140,000 people. You want to boost ratings? What happened whenever Impact had Scarlett and the Smoke Show? It was some of their highest rated stuff.
That's a valid point, Dave.
Yeah, it's
yep.
I mean, Paige was still around too for a long time.
That's different. That's your personal life.
But it's leaked.
But it got out there.
Yeah. But isn't that Mandy's personal life?
That's different. But that's you're making people pay for that. You're purposely putting that shit out there. Nobody. She wasn't
taking requests for sex videos.
No, but say one of the producers logged on.
I did check out one of her videos, and she did say, it was for private content. If you pay me, we can talk about other content.
And what if WWE wouldn't subscribe to her page? Just to see what she's putting out there.
I mean, so like somebody from that lives in a state that's an at-will state, and those of you that don't know what an at-will state is an at-will state, your employer can fire you at any point in time. They don't need cause. So they can just come in and say, thank you for your service. Here's your severance package, whatever the case may be. If you have a non-compete, your non-compete's for X amount. They can just do that. WWE, I don't know, based on where the headquarters is they operate in multiple states. They're independent contractors. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that goes into all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot more convoluted than just employer, employee, and this is what we can do.
But don't forget that they're also not technically employees; they're independent contractors.
That's what I said. Were you not listening?
I didn't hear that.
You
No, I didn't hear
drinking
that.
port wine too?
The port wine.
I think I'm the only one standing strong.
So I mean, there's a lot more involved with it, but I mean, it is hypocritical when you think about it. You have 20 years ago, you had Maria Kanellis and Ashley and all them others, Playboy promoting big billboard center of the ring, and now it's kind of like
change the times.
But the changing of the times, okay, there's not Playboy's not so much out there, but you have.
I mean, not to change the time, but the company's changed their direction.
No, they didn't do the Playboy stuff during the PG era.
I get it, but I'm just looking like it's just the history leading up to this particular moment.
Yeah.
Does not justify them giving her the axe based off of everything else that they've done on screen with other talent that have had these types of situations and everything. Like it just, I don't know, something.
But like we said too, it's like we don't know what the conversation was with them. There could have been a lot of conversation, or there could have been nothing. So it's like maybe they talked it out, and maybe they both agreed that it was just time for her to move on.
Now, I will say, if she decides to stick in pro wrestling, I'd like to see her land somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's an interesting thing that I'm not sure how this will go on, because normally when WWE releases a talent, they formally announce it. Except for NXT talent, they never formally announce NXT releases. They didn't formally announce anything with Mandy, so I don't know if she is under an NXT deal. So if she is, NXT talent usually only has a 30-day window, compared to the WWE talent main roster that has a 90-day window. So we could see her pop up somewhere sooner rather than later. And if Impact would get her, they have a pay-per-view coming up in January. They're always looking for something like that. So
is it ultimately, is it going to hurt the machine that is WWE to have her not there? No.
They've already moved on to the next.
Yeah, they already moved on to Roxanne.
Has it given her, made her more in demand? According to subscription prices that's out there, it went from $25 to $40. So, I'm not. Hey, if you want to get it.
Content, that's when you have the price. That's when you going full on. See that price jump one more time, you're gonna see her on some websites.
Maybe, who knows?
DVDs.
Another woman to touch on. Sasha came out this week. A lot of stuff about her, high demand, asking price. Who was going to meet it? Who wasn't going to meet it? Conflicting reports, as always. Rumored WWE offered her a deal that was not favorable or beneficial to her, and they feel like she's peaked and has hit her star power as a performer, and they don't see her being the Becky or Charlotte that is Becky and Charlotte the next 5+ years.
That surprised me with Hunter. If that was his call, which it would have to have been, but like I don't understand how he doesn't see her star power. She's out there doing other stuff in Hollywood, and they love that. They usually love to co-promote. I mean, I know she's been off.
5 years.
How long has she been
from
off
now,
from wrestling?
5 years from now, Charlotte will be what, 41?
Yeah.
Becky will be 40, 30, early 40,
probably all around the same age, yeah.
5 years from now, Charlotte will be, or 5 years from now, Sasha, I believe, will still be younger than what Charlotte is right now.
I think she'll be injured in 5 years.
Who? Sasha? Or?
Sasha.
I mean, to me, Sasha's the one out of that group. Bell to bell.
She's the total package.
Package, yeah. She's the whole enchilada.
Yeah, Sasha's 30 right now.
Okay.
I mean, so, you're like
maybe she's at her prime,
she's just
or maybe
getting
she
into her. She's not even close to getting into her prime from a wrestling perspective. You hear any wrestler talk about their prime is what 36 to 42? They say roughly. Anybody? Cody's talked about it before. AJ. Jericho, like AJ, you talk about anybody like those, like that 35 to 42 range. They feel like they hit on everything. Sasha's not even there yet, and she's already the total package.
Yeah,
it has been for years.
Yeah, Charlotte's 36 and Becky's 35.
Okay. What about Bailey? Where's she fit in?
I will get back to you.
Since that's the 4 horsewoman.
Yeah. And who knows if Charlotte's going to want to do this for another 5 years.
Yeah. She's even said that she doesn't want to do it that long.
Bailey's 33.
Okay.
I just look, I think Sasha knows her worth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she deserves every penny that she thinks she's worth, because in my eyes, she's worth every damn penny.
Yes.
This is pro wrestling. How many times do you hear talent? And I think Brock used it the best, where you get in and you get out. Get in, get the money that you can get. We'll see. We'll see if the rumors are true that she goes to New Japan and Stardom. You know, they're trying to build up their women.
That's true. She already has an appearance and a per date deal.
Until I see it on
her contract status, yeah.
Until I see it on TV.
They haven't officially announced her for Wrestle Kingdom. Like they haven't formally promoted it yet. But
would you formally promote it, or would you just have her show up?
Oh, I'd just rather have her show up at a Wrestle Kingdom.
Why do you think you haven't seen nothing?
No, and I'm cool with that, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's definitely happening, because what if we watch it and nothing happens? You know, we don't know her contract status. We just know the rumors of the contract status. So if she's going, I think that is a good spot for her. I think that's the type of wrestling that she wants to do anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm sure she can get in and get out. You know, if she needs to go to Hollywood or do something, or it'll be fine.
Oh, look at that, Blake.
Log off. Don't put Jade in shit.
Yo, I'm not mad at that group except for Willow, just because that's very counterintuitive to what Willow is.
True.
Yeah. That's almost like a Rock there. You know, Rocky Maivia going to the Rock.
Hogan turn, anybody could turn.
Willow's a star. I know we're not doing year-end stuff yet. We'll touch on that whenever we come back at the beginning of the year. But spoiler alert, I think I'm gonna have my female wrestler of the year, or who I want to be female wrestler of the year, and
maybe your future.
Willow's high up on my list of possible people to top that. I just don't like, to me. You don't let Hall of Famers out of your building. You don't let Hall of Famers out of your building.
But
you don't let franchise quarterbacks leave and go to other teams.
You've shown you can do without them. They've been doing it so far.
Look at those ratings since Sasha left.
But how's it been?
Yeah, I mean, has it been good? You know, has the women division been thriving since she's left?
Becky's back.
One person.
Becky and Rhea. Bailey.
2 people. 3 people.
3 people. Bliss.
But does Sasha come in and fix everything? No. Do I think it would be better? Yes, but is it going to fix everything? No.
And the thing that really irks me, since we're airing grievances, you freaking Jason, talk to your WWE flag bearer marks that are out there. The immediate turn on her that I saw this week.
On Sasha?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? It was instant. As soon as those reports came out, it was instantaneous to hate and the immediate turn.
I mean, look at Cody. Dave still can't mention his name. That's how wrestling fans are. I'm never gonna
fickle.
I'll watch Sasha wherever she go.
I wish Stardom was more accessible.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't get it. I do get it because like when a Steeler leaves, I kind of hate them depending on who they are. So,
it's not Ben Roethlisberger or Troy Polamalu or TJ Watt leaving and going to the Patriots or the Ravens. Or, you know what I mean? Like this is a franchise player that you're letting walk out of your building because you just
named franchise players. It said it's not,
but they're not leaving to go. Like they're not. The Steelers aren't letting TJ Watt walk out of the building.
Yeah, I get what you saying.
They're locking him in. Troy Polamalu is not getting out of the building. Ben Roethlisberger is not getting out of the building. You can go through any team and say the same thing. Like,
And Sasha's presence on SmackDown could be used right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like the LeBron James hate that Sasha got just because the reports dropped this week from WWE fans is despicable. Okay. That's what I hate about the wrestling community.
But she's a polarizing figure already. People will love her or hate her regardless.
And when she comes back, they'll love her. Like, hey, we missed you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
But I think she's earned some of that hate.
Look at Cody. He came back and listen to that pop they gave him at WrestleMania.
But not with the AEW people.
That's a different situation because he founded a company and then left. Sasha didn't found the WWE and left.
I mean, if she heads over to Stardom, she's really gonna be one of the pillars of their women's division.
I just to me, if you're going to pay, yeah, right. You can't shortchange Sasha if you're paying Charlotte and Becky. This isn't. You don't have a salary cap. You're not bound by a certain number. And to me, there's no reason why they should not be making the same. If you want, a little bit more for one or the other, fine. But if you're going to, completely kneecap one and undervalue her and give her a contract offer, allegedly, a contract offer that's nowhere near what you're paying the other two, when she's just as good or better than those two, I'd have left too.
Maybe both sides still aren't over the whole situation of her leaving earlier in the year. Maybe they couldn't get past that yet. You gotta
use your leverage when you have it. When you have a chip, you got to use it. If a player outperforms his contract and knows he's outperformed his contract, first thing he's doing in the offseason is has his agent go in there and say, let's renegotiate my deal. I've outperformed this contract. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
But like Don said, they moved on since then. They've had all these months where they've moved on. Maybe they just don't feel like they need her right now.
But that's why she's going to some of the hate too. You bounced twice.
Yeah, but that first time she bounced was for like
creative reasons.
That was more, mental health, burnout.
Mental health, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like she's been open and talked about that multiple times. Like, and you can't hold that against her either. in my opinion.
But twice.
Tagline from Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about that. What's Miro really doing?
That's my grievance too. We don't have time for it. We don't have anything for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Creative has
if
nothing
you
for
want to get him out of catering and do something.
So with Miro, it was. I saw some stuff this week, and again, this is just what's being reported. They presented him a thing to put Orange Cassidy over, and he said no. And they said, "Well, then we don't have nothing for you."
Good. I don't even like Miro like that, but stand your ground.
Good. I'm glad he said that too. Why put Cassidy over? Jericho put him over already.
Yeah.
So what? I got to put you over again? Just because you got the same gimmick running of the same old shit?
And has done nothing with this title run. Basically made this title non-existent.
Oh, because he was sent to the back for a little bit, and now he needed a bump to get up again. So let's throw Miro out there, Lance Archer. You know,
Me too.
Let's get those people out there to bump him up again. Because he got stuck with the best friends.
There was a question out there. I got into a debate. Well, not really a debate, but people were shitting on me because I said Miro's TNT title run was better than anything he did in WWE. And people were coming out the woodwork saying, how could you say that? This, that, and the other. And I'm like, go back and look at the run.
His U.S. title run was really good in WWE.
His first one?
Yeah. Like when he wrestled Cena, like what was that, WrestleMania 31? That was a good run for him.
Yeah. I enjoyed that run. His TNT run. I love those two runs for him.
What I enjoyed a little bit more with his TNT run was just how he showed how he can carry a promo.
Yes.
You know, that to me, that was the difference between the two, is that his promo skills were elevated with the TNT run compared to his U.S. title run.
Oh, shocking. You let a man talk. Talk. Amazing.
Yeah.
I personally didn't care for it, but I agree with you. He did better than he did in WWE, even though I hated all those promos. Y'all love that sex with my flexible wife and all that shit. God's Redeemer.
I like the promo just for the promo.
It was trash. It was trash. But it was better than WWE.
I don't think they was a man.
Back in the quarter again.
Like I think whenever you look at the TNT title run and that US title run, it's going to come down to preference. Yeah. But I think they are almost on par levels. For me, at least.
I just don't see how you have a guy who looks like Miro, who is believable in the ring, who can cut a promo, who has a great character, and you can't find nothing for him?
He doesn't deserve the Lance Archer treatment, like what Donald said. Not at all. But how many talents are in that locker room that they can't find something for right now?
But it's not just them. I mean, it's across the board with the two heavyweights, like the two big companies. It's across the board with people that should be on TV or that should be getting more of a run than what they're getting. And you know,
here comes Dave with the dad jokes.
But then again, do you where do you fit him in?
Miro?
Yeah.
You could have
if you don't have him having a title, you just want him being a monster destroying stuff?
No, he could have something with MJF.
But then you'll be jobbing it.
Would he? If you tell a story completely right. I mean, now he will be, but if you do stuff the right way, it could be a great feud between the two of them.
I think Miro is a upper, TNT title, equivalent to like I see like that upper mid card can have a run at a heavyweight title.
Yeah.
If the story is right in the start, like he could have a short heavyweight title reign if you choose to do that. But there's no reason as to why he can't be, if you have your ABC levels, there's no reason why he can't be a B plus to an A minus, depending on what's going on.
He doesn't deserve elevation.
No. He deserves more than that.
Yeah.
And I hate Miro.
Like he could easily be someone on Rampage each week.
But like, do you when you like if you bring him back, you gotta listen to the fans.
So is Miro the one? Is Miro, if we're airing grievances, is Miro the one talent that you would say has the most grievance in AEW right now for not being used?
Until recently, House of Black.
But at least they were being used. They had matches. Miro's
they were on TV, but not
even being seen.
Dave, I didn't see a thing of Athena on Elevation. I heard about it. I didn't see a thing of it though.
Is Andrade still with the company?
It's a bad thing about those.
Yeah, but he's injured right now. He just had a rotator cuff.
Gotcha.
I thought it was hip surgery.
No. It was something with his arm.
Hip surgery. Yeah. So we got Miro and House of Black as far as the most grievance to have for not being used.
Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio's been injured. He's been hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's cleared now. They just don't have nothing for him. Another one don't have nothing for you.
Like Kazarian. That's why he went to Impact.
No.
And I put Ethan Page there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think honestly we could go through the roster and probably pick out a ton of people that aren't being utilized correctly.
But you're about to have 7 matches between Elite and Death Triangle.
Yeah.
Of the same
WWE, who has the biggest grievance?
It's always Shelton Benjamin.
I was going right to Shelton.
Yeah.
Rumors are that they want to do Hurt Business again, but
they bring back Hurt Business. Right.
They need to bring it back, yeah.
And then I'd put Los Lotharios in there.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Ethan Page has been producing.
I actually enjoy them when they're together. I like them better than
Page just re-up too. He just re-signed with AEW. So
Los Lotharios?
Angel and
Angel Garza and
I
Humberto.
Forgot about them. Completely forgot about them.
You have a picture with Humberto.
Again,
on your wall. Not on your wall, but
it's a good picture with him at WrestleMania.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I thought he was the dude handing out the pictures after I met Alexa Bliss. But nope, just got a picture with him.
But then, for me, they're better than Hit Row.
Oh.
And to have a match with them in Legado would be great.
And last night, the rumor with Triple H, being underwhelmed by a lot of the talent he brought back, Hit Row proved that last night.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
And killing all of them.
AJ Francis went from top dollar to top heavy because
I don't know who 50 Cent. He ain't top dollar no more.
Mm-mm.
He lost big weight.
We'll see.
So let's jump into that real quick with the underwhelming, supposedly underwhelming of talent that have been brought back. If you looked at the people that he's brought back, who do you think that statement is geared most towards?
For me, it's Hit Row, and I could care less about Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Braun Strowman was just bought there for an act.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he was.
He's gonna beat Gunther.
Though I don't want him to beat Gunther. I do want to see that match though.
You want to see the match, but
who's he all brought back? So we got Hit Row, we got Braun, we got Ty just brought up Emma.
Gargano.
Emma's not being used. Tegan's getting
Gargano, Dexter.
Dexter's another one that's underwhelmed me.
Tegan, even though she just came back, she don't excite me at all.
Gargano, I think there's long term that you can get out of him. I don't think they're trying to rush him. But the storyline they have him in is awful. Him and Dexter, but Dexter doesn't do anything for me.
I like Tegan because she has a better style.
Okay.
Like when you watch Dakota and Candice LeRae, it's just like there's nothing. You don't feel nothing. You know, it just feels like everything is soft and dainty. At least you got strikers, and like at least they pat the hip.
I don't think anybody has ever said Candice LeRae is soft and dainty as far as pro wrestling goes. Based off of her, like that, I don't think that's a crazy statement.
I don't mind Candice, but she didn't even do anything for me in NXT. Well,
Her match with Eagle was great.
The only stuff that I ever enjoyed was the way.
But it's really, like you just got bodies running to each other. You don't hear nothing. You don't feel. It's just like I don't know.
I mean, was Vince right?
But I've been saying this since the beginning. Bringing up people. Some of the people don't transition well to the main roster.
There was a lot of them when they got released that I wasn't upset about it. You know, I'm glad he brought Gargano back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll see long term if it's worth it or not, but I think it will be. It hasn't paid off yet. But we said whenever Hit Row came back, did they really need to come back? I think all of us agreed that wasn't a good return. I didn't need Braun back either.
No. The women, if you're building a tag division, sure.
Like, even though, Damage Control hasn't done a lot, I've been okay with, Dakota coming back. We'll see Tegan long term. Tegan hasn't done anything for me yet, but it's still new. I'm not going to pass her off just yet. Mm-hmm. Same with Emma. I know they pretty much showed what they're going to do with Emma, but I'm not going to pass her off just yet.
Well, she's only had 2 matches too.
Yeah, and then they're already putting her in a love storyline. It's like we don't need that. But
all right, anything else? Nope.
Covered a lot in more wrestling.
Too many title matches. Other than that,
I thought the same thing. I'm looking at Wrestle Kingdom. It's almost. I think there's 2 matches that aren't title matches at Wrestle Kingdom.
Too many belts.
There's too many title. On TV alone, just too many title matches.
What's your excitement level for Wrestle Kingdom right now? Scale 1 to 10. Because the card came out, they released the card.
There's been times where I've been excited for Wrestle Kingdom to say, maybe I'll get up for it. Maybe I'll get up a little early at least to watch the main event, if not the whole thing. I'm probably not going to get up live for that. I'm at a 5 probably for excitement.
Yeah.
The card looks good, but it's not something that I can't wait for.
I'll say a 4 or 5.
So Omega and Ospreay and White Okada don't get you out of bed at 2 a.m.
I've seen it though. I know it's going to be a good match.
You've seen Okada and White.
Yeah.
To me, Jay White's top 3 for the year.
Spoiler alert.
When's the last time you mentioned that man's name? Don't say spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
When he came out to underwhelming fanfare at AEW, that's the last time you mentioned that guy's name.
Omega coming back to New Japan for the first time in 3 years. 4 years.
Looking forward to the match. Yeah, that's probably where the most excitement is for me.
Against Ospreay, who probably top 5 this year.
Spoiler alert.
Taquan, now you like white people.
All right. I know we have a debate that's not pro wrestling. So are we doing that now or are we saving that?
Let's do. We did drink of the week
Again,
early, so
this is not pro wrestling.
Yeah.
This is Chris's debate this. So because it's falling up bell to bell, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the stooge in the bottom right-hand corner there.
hey, we've said we're going to try to debate this and some other stuff, so I figure this is a good one to just try to spin it off into something different. So Entertainment Weekly came out with their top 20 Christmas movies ever. This is their list. It goes Santa Claus, Gremlins, Christmas Vacation, Scrooged, Die Hard, Miracle on 34th Street, the original, White Christmas, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Trading Places, Home Alone, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Year Without Santa Claus, The Muppet Christmas Carol, Bad Santa, Love Actually, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original cartoon, Elf, A Charlie Brown Christmas, A Christmas Story, and then It's a Wonderful Life at number 1. How does everybody feel about the listing here?
The Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Christmas movie. Coming from a Halloween person, that is not a Christmas movie. Strike one.
Tess says he doesn't mind the list, just rearrange some of it.
Rearrange some?
Yeah, I mean,
Christmas Vacation on the top 5.
Christmas,
Not in the
Christmas
top
Vacation at
4.
18 is criminal.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. For me, that's number 1.
Christmas Vacation is overrated.
You're overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated. Did you even watch the movie?
I tried. I've never once sat down and said, "Hey, let me watch Christmas." And I love National Lampoons. I've never said, "Let me watch Christmas Vacation."
And
That's
consider Die Hard a Christmas movie.
I have this argument with my wife every single year.
Every single year, the Die Hard.
Every single year. My eyes, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Never has been. Never will be.
Yeah.
Where's a Bad Mom's Christmas?
Yeah. A Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Where is Bad Mom's Christmas? Because that movie's amazing.
Santa with muscles.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired of the argument with the Die Hard people saying it's a Christmas movie. Just because you have a Christmas party doesn't make it a Christmas movie.
So, like, they went in the top 10, they went very heavy on family Christmas movies. And then you put Bad Santa at number 7. Bad Santa is not better than Christmas Vacation.
I agree.
Badder Santa may be better than Bad Santa.
Who watches the Muppet Christmas Carol after 7? Nobody should.
Of course, Batman Returns.
I just, It's a Wonderful Life.
My mother loves that movie.
I mean,
just because it's a classic doesn't make it number 1.
Of course.
Yeah.
No.
I'll sit here and watch Friends, and my mom be like, "I don't like that. There's no black people in it." And I'm like, "You sit here and watch It's a Wonderful Life every year."
So you just got to play like season 8 or 9 of Friends for your mom.
Yeah, like yes, I do know there's a black person in there.
Yeah.
And is Trading Places really a Christmas movie too?
Yes, but it should. Is it on here?
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
it shouldn't.
no.
It shouldn't be this hot. No, it shouldn't be on there. It is a Christmas movie to me, but
Just because it takes place during Christmas.
yeah, it should.
What's the Christmas theme in Trading Places?
That's like Gremlins. Also,
Hey,
that's just we wanted one for Christmas, so it's a Christmas movie.
Like, you want to put those where they're at, like, so far on, much farther on the list, cool. But yeah, like Christmas Vacation and Santa Claus definitely deserve to be a lot higher than the movies that just take place at Christmas time.
What was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to look for that action hero?
Jingle All the Way. I was going to have a worse list, and that was on the worst, and I would not put it on there. Because
No. I'm just saying.
Jingle All the Way is not bad.
That deserves to be on here more than a few of them.
Yes.
Yes.
To me, Home Alone outside the top 10 is ridiculous. You can't have Home Alone outside the top 10.
No.
Santa Claus, Christmas Vacation, and Home Alone.
That applies a generation for Home Alone.
Yeah. Like,
I don't get out Charlie Brown Christmases, so I've never sat down and said, "Hey, let me watch one of these."
Every single year. That's a must. That's in my top 3.
any of them?
No.
That's in my
I've never no. I don't want to say fuck Christmas, but
You started the show off with that earlier.
I don't give a shit about that. No. If it's on and I'm scrolling past, I'll catch part of it. Like Elf was on the other day, all day long, and I watched like 5 minutes. But if I watched it once,
there's a grievance to be aired there. Okay,
I'm not going back to be watching.
If you're gonna bite the 24-hour bit that A Christmas Story does and has been doing for how many years now?
Forever.
Why are you running 24 hours of Elf and 24 hours of? I even saw National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was 24 hours. Why are you running that in November?
Yeah.
Why are we like? What are we?
I think that was Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, that's too
November.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I got no problem with you running it, but hey, let's actually do it Christmas.
Yeah. Do it like this weekend, even if.
Jay, what do you got? A 6-inch screen you're looking at right now? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, that the port messing his vision up.
no, because I got all the
everything.
Well, I have the comments off to the side.
Oh, okay. You got a full screen.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know how you guys do it, but yeah.
Why was that on for Thanksgiving?
Iron Giant.
It's Iron Giant doing on 24/7.
Well, I mean, entertainment.
They just had the rights. They were like, we're just going to use the rights for it. 24 hours.
That's it.
Is Polar Express on here?
It's not.
No, it's
No,
not.
I never watched it.
That's another one that should be top 10.
I don't put much stock in Entertainment Weekly.
No.
Like, who did you pull for this list?
Yeah.
How many people voted on this list?
I think this was just one person made this list, like most of them are.
Santa Claus is coming. Where's the original cartoons other than Rudolph?
Rudolph, the Year Without Santa.
The Grinch is on there.
No, I mean like the Frosty the Snowman and
yeah. Where's Frosty?
Frosty's a good one. Yeah, Frosty's a real good
Frosty's not on
omission.
there.
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
We had this debate last year. I hate Frosty. Remember on that one Gotta Go where I went off on it when we was working? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right.
Yep.
All right, I'm over this. Let's move on to something else.
Time for sports?
If you want. Bowl season's in effect. Game started yesterday. So every single day now through January 9th, just about, you get college football on. Today, I don't know how many people are going to be watching college football because the NFL has 3 games on today.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the nightcap in Buffalo. Good luck playing that. The pictures this morning, there was like already 8 inches of snow out there. So
she used to be black and didn't look back on.
Clayton Bigsby, I saw Jason Bigsby there. So yeah, college football, NFL football today. We got the World Cup finals tomorrow, Argentina, France. I hope Messi finally gets the elusive World Cup title. We'll see. France is going for back-to-back World Cups. I believe it's the first time since Brazil did it, if I remember correctly. 90, yeah, I think it's the last time since Brazil. So yeah, we'll see. Pat McAfee's calling the Vegas Bowl today. Him and Kirk Herbstreit. Good article on him on the Athletic. Highest rated college game day season that they've had.
He's calling the game?
Yeah, him and Herbstreit are calling the game. So,
is that the Florida Louisville? I think that's
Florida and Oregon.
Oregon State. Yeah.
Yeah. It's on
Cincinnati. Louisville messed up.
Yeah.
Did we get bomb ass McAfee? Did we get the full on McAfee?
Have you heard him call a football game before?
I haven't.
He did Thursday night games.
I haven't.
Yeah, 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, he did Thursday night games. It was him. I want to say him and Orlovsky and I forget who the third person was in the booth.
Personalities.
But yeah, he was tremendous. I think him and Herbstreit are going to be great. I think he'll bring out another side of Herbie that you don't really get to hear during a game. So it'll be must see entertainment. So yeah, tune in for that. But other than that, I really didn't pay attention to much in sports this week.
UFC's final events of the years tonight. They said, was that tonight?
Don't even know.
Was it just a fight night? Because they had a pay-per-view last weekend.
It probably is. Yeah, they said it's their final one here.
See, they had a big one on ESPN 2 weeks ago, and then they had a pay-per-view the weekend after. Just like the pay-per-view should be what ends it.
Got to fulfill that quota.
Too much shit.
We'll see there. But yeah, I don't have much else in sports. It was, like I said, I'll throw it out.
Kenny Pickett's not going to play. Doubtful, probably.
No, we get money.
Are we worried about Pickett with his concussions? This is 2 in a short span of time.
Yes. Yes.
I know Tua had 2 in what 4 days, and he hasn't had any issues since. But you never know.
That's too early to change his style.
But to me, he's not like he doesn't put himself in the position to be, that type of quarterback where he's just out there taking shots,
but
making dumb decisions. Like
I feel like he's still gonna take that off the plate for him early, just for out of precaution.
Yeah.
So it's either Trubisky or Mason tomorrow.
Money Mitch, man. He throws down the field
to the other guy.
I don't care if it's pick. At least you seen the long ball.
I don't care who plays, just as long as they give me a loss. I need to finish 5-11 and pick in the top 8.
Yeah, because they got number 13. They're the 13th pick so far, and that's too far down.
You're not going to catch like the Houston Texans and those teams that are solid 1 through 4 right now, 1 through 4. But you finish 5-11, you're picking in that 5 to 10 range, 5 to 8 range, which not only that, but that gives you a high second round pick for you, but also Chicago's second round pick is high, so you could have 3 people in the top 30, top 35. And if you do that, that's a great starting off point to fill in the cupboard back up, because the shit is bare right now. They got a lot of holes on their roster.
Yes, they did.
So we'll see what plays out of that. I'm already looking towards draft season right now. I can care less about the rest of this regular season. And for audience, you're not a diehard Steelers fan. How could you go?
No, it's a realist
mentality. Yeah,
you're a realist Steelers fan. That's what
What's the best team to get the team back to being relevant year in and year out, winning playoff games and going deep in the playoffs? Having a bad year.
Yes. Get those draft
Sorry about it. We went 6-10 and got Ben Roethlisberger. Look what we had the next 20 years.
In the 6-10 before that, we got Troy Polamalu.
So yeah,
I don't know. Those are just some names, that just some names.
We'll see. But yeah, that's all I got. Sports.
Yeah, nothing.
All right, Don, coming off a Hood movie class icons last week, people voted that Bishop got to go.
What?
Everybody hates Tupac.
It ain't that. You can't trust your friends.
That was pretty much unanimous.
See, none of those people got the juice. None of those people got the juice.
I think you did
that. Speaking of juice, Jason, how much juice you got left?
I don't know.
He's literally drinking that entire bottle of wine.
Hey, look, this is the big picture. Looks small now, don't it?
So what? Hold on. What's funnier? You drinking out of that with that ridiculous straw? I don't even know where you found a straw that big, unless you like duct tape 5 straws together, or the fact that trying to watch you wash that cup afterwards. Like, how are you gonna wash that in the bathtub?
This is going in the shower, dog. I'm gonna just draw it back off my sister dirty. Like,
all right, what do we got? We gotta go.
What was the OnlyFans content? Jason in a tub. So, all right, Jason, this is yours.
This is Christmas trends we secretly hate, unless we're participating in them. Ugly sweaters, Elf on the Shelf, Secret Santa, and matching pajamas.
Do we secretly hate these? Do people really secretly hate these? I think they just hate them.
No, I just come out and say I hate them.
Until you participate. I think we all had an ugly sweater or two.
Secret Santa is fine. I don't mind Secret Santa. Secret Santa is good. You know, people do it at work. You know, some families do it. I've done it with friends on certain years and bought like each other gag gifts to mess with each other. Like, that's cool. I love a good ugly sweater party. I'm never going to turn down an ugly sweater party. Just a way for me to, you know, get around people, drink, have a good time while wearing bad clothes. I'm okay with that. Elf on the Shelf, never participated in it. Won't ever participate in it. It is, besides the pet rock and the chia pet, it is one of the biggest cons in American consumer history. You dumbass parents that don't know how to parent your kids by putting a stupid elf on the shelf to make them be good 4 weeks before Christmas, when the rest of the year the little Rugrats were bad as hell. Your parenting skills suck. You shouldn't even buy gifts for your badass kids if you got to wait 11 months out of the year to throw an elf on the shelf the last 4 weeks to magically they get, they're good, they get Christmas presents now. So anybody that participates in that, it's like, to me, it's the gender reveal of Christmas. It sucks. Stop doing it. Overrated. Enough of it. Matching pajamas, another thing. Not doing it. Never participated in it. Won't ever participate in it. You sucker ass husbands that get sucked in every single year without putting your foot down and telling your wife, I'm not doing matching sweaters and matching pajamas and taking the family picture Christmas card. No, wear what you want to wear. If you want to wear silk boxers for your pajamas, wear those in the Christmas card. Don't get stuck wearing Jason's flannel that he got on now because everybody got to match and we got to smile and play nice for the JC Penney photo booth. Get it? Both of those are equally off this list. For the first time, I'm doing a double vote. Elf on the Shelf, matching pajamas, both got to go equally. Enough said. I'm over it.
And the segment's over.
That being said, this came from my family wanted to do matching pajamas one year. And they all went white and black. And I said, no, I'm not participating. They said, you're participating. I was like, okay, I'll get black and red and stand out like I always do. I'll be the reddest child I am, the black sheep. And then I got put in quarantine and didn't have to take a picture. That being said, look, if I find somebody, we matching pajamas it up. I've done ugly sweater. I have an ugly sweater. I still hate it. Elf on the Shelf is just trash. I hate Secret Santa. Secret Santa can go. That lets you know how people really feel about you. Secret Santa.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I hate it.
So if Taekwon bought you spray tan, you really
know. Oh, you know what I'm getting from Taekwon. That's what I'm bullshit.
Elf on a Shelf can go for me. It's just wasn't the whole point of Christmas, you know, are you on the naughty or nice list? Why do you need the elf there? Like, it was supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to use Santa as, you know, if you've been good or bad. Just use that. Why do you need an extra thing to do on top of that? It's pointless. I don't understand it. Elf on the Shelf can go.
Never participated in any of these four. I don't plan to in the future either. But matching pajamas got to go for me. That's just like the fake Hallmark picture of you being a family when you're really not a family. Because with some of these, let's just get a picture just over a picture. Nah, you're fake.
Just doing it to get the Facebook likes, huh?
Who?
The people
yeah. Of course. It's like, hey, they did it. Let's do it. Hey, they did it. Let's do it. Then as the trend begins.
Feel free to clip my rant for this for a clip of the week.
Well, at least I have a family that would fit with matching pajamas. We love each
My
other.
family won't go for it.
We love each other, so except for me. I can only kiss my porch kicking in.
I'll bet it on there. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 116. Mentioned earlier, we're going to be off the next couple weeks for the holidays. Maybe we'll pop up. We're not sure yet. So stay tuned. We'll let everybody know what's going on for the holiday season.
No tacking on for 2 weeks. Me.
But head over to dumbmarkspod.com for all the links and more to follow us on all our social media and our videos. And make sure you head over to prowrestlingtees.com/dumbmarkspod to get some of our merch. If you purchase anything, we'll give you a live shout out on the air. Anything else for final thoughts? Merry Christmas.
Dave, Taekwon, Nate, there's a Justin, Black Tar, we know who you are.
Kenny.
Ed Asner profile. Happy holidays. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have definitely made the show a lot more interesting this year.
You guys made the comment section very fun.
Anything else? Steve, you gonna send it home?
You looking for his quote?
No, I was looking something else up. Yeah, there's no hashtag fire Jason. That's what we're doing.
Hey, the New Year's poll said I'm coming back. You know about that, dog.
The Bulls
top two players, right?
Yeah, as Chris said, we're off next week for sure. We're gonna release stuff out, so you will get content from us. We just won't be going live next week, Christmas Eve, and then the following week, New Year's Eve. It's my birthday, so I may pop on here and just do something by my damn self, since these other three
for your birthday
is, want to take 2 weeks off. It's not that wasn't worked into the contract, but I'll digress there. Airing the grievance, but no,
we'll be honestly in the comment section typing Betty White.
Yeah, honestly, again, they already touched on it, but thank you guys very much for interacting, tuning in each and every single week. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Enjoy the time with your family, friends, loved ones. Be safe. Happy holidays. Do something nice for somebody else, just because you never know what anybody else is going through, especially around the holidays. It can be a rough time for a lot of people. Give back when you can. Appreciate the gifts that are given to you. And with that being said, have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, everything under the sun besides that. And I'm a Mark, you're a Mark, tell a Mark. And until next time, y'all can catch us around the way.